And welcome back, guys. So we're going to be doing our review of what I liked about Once Human and what I did not like about Once Human. So let's get into it. So Once Human, what did I like about it? I liked that it was like Rust. I liked that there were quests. I liked that there were side quests. I like that you could build your base wherever the hell you want to almost. Pretty much you can build it wherever you want. However, right behind me, if you try to swim to the other side, yeah, your character either dies or you get respawned over here. A couple things can happen when you try to swim from over here to over there. uh, I like the idea that it was a different game. It's like a horror-based game. I liked it. What I didn't like, and these are the things I didn't like from transferring from season 4 or season 5 to season 6, is it will come up with two tabs. The first tab in option A is you could click this tab and get straight into doing silos and doing boss fights, but there'll be no dialogue. And once you hit option A, you can't go back on your option. So let's say you didn't mean to hit option A and you wanted dialogue and you wanted to go with option B, but you've already pressed option A. You're already fucked at this point. So you can kind of see where they need to elaborate and describe a little bit more of, hey, if you hit option A, you'll be put straight into the fight. There's no dialogue, be more clear of what option A does. Option B includes dialogue if you want dialogue. So you can kind of see what happened there. I pressed option A thinking, oh, I'll have dialogue and I'll get straight into the chase. Wrong. uh, Another thing I really didn't like, you notice that I no longer have a truck slash vending machine at Blackville. So I only had that little truck that you can craft that was, I only had it around for like 2 days. And I went and took a break for 2 days, and I came back, and my truck's been deleted. I got all the resources back, but I've already spec'd into something else where I would have to reset all my skill tree in order to spec into the truck to build it again. So I'm like, fuck it. So I can see why people are saying it's not worth making the truck and having a vending machine on it. Like, if you're trying to achieve a season goal, then I could see that happening. However, you know, you're better off just doing a vending machine at your base at this point because, you can't even take 2 days break off of, just taking 2 days off of playing Once Human without your truck being deleted or your base put in storage. And I can understand they're trying to save resources. They're trying to, make sure it's not laggy and stuff like that, but sitting there and deleting people's shit after 2 days is just not okay. That's just a great way to piss off your community base. Uh, so that's why I didn't bother rebuilding the truck with the vending machine on it. Like, I mean, it's kind of cool, but my implications of having the truck is, I could drive it around and have a mobile base, and having it deleted after 2 days just put a really bad taste in my mouth. Uh, the next thing is they need more polluted zones that you can build in. So I always end up over here to get polluted water. I would love to be able to build my base along here. Apparently this is polluted water too. In certain spots, there's polluted water here. There's this little tiny spot here that's got polluted water. There's polluted water over here, but every time I go to build a base, I never can find a spot to put my base over here. Like, all of these areas are already filled up to a point that, you'll be lucky to get polluted water to have an acid farm. So they need more spots where you can build a base to get polluted water. They need more places where you can, farm crude oil or oil of any kind. And I feel there's just not enough spots for you to farm, polluted water or crude oil at this point. Uh, Pretty much. That's the only real negative feedback I'll give here. Uh, Pretty much. Other than that, I don't really have too much negative things to say. All I'm really saying is there's room for improvement. I've been told that this upper portion of the map here is supposed to be part of the DLC. I don't know if that's true or not, which is Way of Winter. Don't know if that's true or not, but it looks like Hello Kitty up there. I have no idea what to expect when I transfer from Season 6 to Way of Winter. All I know is it looks like a frozen hell up there. That's all I will really say regarding it. So, this is just my best way to explain what I liked and what I didn't like, you know. I still like Once Human. You know, it's probably the most friendliest platform I've come across so far, where everyone's super nice, they're always willing to help you out. They're always willing to give you advice on how to do things or where to farm stuff and things like that. And, you know, it's a lot different than Rust. You know, you look at Rust. If you play Rust and you're on a weekly server, you've got 5 days to fuck around and find out, build a base, get resources. You know, on here, you know, we go through these things called seasons. And this is 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, 5 days, and then reset, right? So 5, 10, 20, 30, 35 days of sitting there, almost a month, month and a half of gameplay, and you get to keep all your stuff. Compare that to Rust, where on certain Rust servers you have 30 days. You don't got 35 days, you got 30 days. And nothing transfers over from one wipe to the next on Rust. Here on Once Human, like blueprints and certain items do transfer over to the next season. You can take it out of your little piggy bank / external land and, you know, bring them over. Bringing us to the next negative thing that I do need to mention here. There needs to be a way to earn points to get more stuff out of your external land. So let me just kind of go up here and give you an example. If I actually click on the right thing, that'd be nice too. No, that's not the tab I want. I think it's this one. So here's your external land here, right? And you can sell stuff in there, and when you teleport out from Season 5 to Season 6, or you decide to teleport to external land, all your stuff goes with you, right? So what I'm saying is they need to make it so that you get more points. So I don't know if there is a way to get more points currently. All I know is I only have 1,000 points left, and I can't really get much more out of my external land / the little piggy bank. And I would really like to be able to, you know, either buy more points or farm more points to get more stuff out of external land. And I understand people are trying to nudge you to use external land more, but honestly, I'm just here to play the storyline. I'm not really here to screw about inside of some external world, unless I'm really freaking bored. But you just kind of get the idea. I've got all this stuff. What's the point of having all this stuff if I can't use it? You just kind of see it from my point of view. It's like, okay, I have all this stuff, but I can't really access it because I don't have enough points to get it out. So it's like, what's the fucking point? So you just kind of see it from my point of view of, okay, we have stuff in external land, but we can't use it in our current season. And if we want to use it, we have to go to external land. It's like, what's the fucking point? You just see it from my point of view, or maybe I'm missing something, but you just see it from my point of view. Now, a lot of you ask me, why do you play as a character that just has a bra and panties on? Well, wouldn't you want to play a game that just has a bra and panties on if it's just allowed to do that? You know, look at Fallout 3. You're stuck with wearing armor. Yeah, you could run around in your underwear there, but you're basically screwed if you get shot or a raider comes over and hits you with a melee weapon. Here in this game, you can toggle the clothing off. I know it sounds weird, but there used to be a cartoon, like a comic book, and I can't remember what the character's name, but you know, the character's name would run around in their underwear. So yes, it's one of the more unique games I've played, where you know you quite literally running around in your underwear. So this is all clothing pieces I have on, but you see that V button there, show gear? Well, I can quite literally toggle my gear off. Oh boy, this looks funky. Let me just toggle that back off. Okay, that looks a little bit better, right? um, but yeah, they have all these little costumes, and I'll probably get them all. I actually prefer this game more than Rust currently because it's more the do on here than on Rust. And I'm still trying to figure things out, but for the most part, I enjoy Once Human more than Rust at this point. I will say it gets kind of boring when you do season 6 and you're doing your second playthrough through the game where you're doing the same shit over and over again. There's nothing really new other than a couple new demons or a couple new, mobs or monsters. It's just it gets boring. You need to add some new stuff in here so when someone does their second playthrough or their third playthrough, they're not seeing the same shit over and over again. There's something new to look forward to. But other than that, I love the series. I still have to play Way of Winter. I'm hoping Way of Winter is better and more enjoyable slash, entertaining, I guess you could say. Uh, that's pretty much what's going on with me at this point is I'm just waiting. Quite literally, right now we are on Mobius, and then I'm gonna wait 9 days, and then I gotta transfer over to Season 6, which then I need to go to Seasonal Goals. We go over to Mandibus, and let's see if I can remember how to do this. You go to here, you go here, you go to the Season Shop, you go to Starchrome, and then you buy Starchrome. So I quite literally have to wait to Season 6, and then I buy all this up, and then I can transfer to Way of Winter. Anyways, make sure to hit the like button, make sure to subscribe button. You've got my feedback of what I thought of Once Human. I like the game. I like it more than Rust. I'll definitely have to go play some Rust here soon to compare the game to the newest changes from Rust. But for the most part, I don't know, it's just something special about Once Human. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next video. Make sure to like button, make sure to subscribe button. I'll see you guys in the next video.